Okay, hi everybody. It's me, Bonkai922. I just let everyone know tonight I'm going to be mostly doing JoJo live stream. Start that up. I'm going to Puerto Rico. That and some anime series reviews you might see. But anyway, Taizai. Wow. Okay, now this chapter made me go like, whoa, a few times. Now, okay, I might have a slight problem with what's her face, the druid, who is her name's hard to say. The druid who's giving Meliodas his trial. Basically, the name of this chapter, chapter 130 of Nanatsu Taizai, is called "The Pain That Pierces Softly." So, yeah. And we also find something interesting in the beginning of this chapter from Merlin that just it kind of made me do a double take. She states that when he went berserk, Meliodas, you know, when he fought Hellbram and all the other times he went berserk against Hendrickson and everything, those were, according to Merlin, leftovers. Those were, she says, oh, those are merely the leftover table scraps from the real original power. That just threw my mind in a tailspin. And that tells me one thing. The original power, no. The original power would probably stand a chance against the Ten Commandments and defeat at least one or two of them from this reveal. Now, my problem, it's not a problem. Okay. Basically, in this chapter, the beginning part, we have Merlin explaining what happened and what the power did, and that they gave it to the druids for safekeeping, to have it sealed. And that's her name, Zanelly. My problem with Zanelly stands from what happened at the end of last chapter and her attitude in this chapter. I feel like she's being a bitch. You know, don't come kill me yet when I explain this. Because it seems like her attitude towards this, like, you know, she's like, because he couldn't do it, and he couldn't, muscular, like, you know, please. I just say that, please. Like, repeatedly, she's basically showing him the scene of Liz getting killed. That's what this is. He gets transported to that place, that illusion, and he gets that scene repeats over and over and over and over again until he's able to control his rage. And he's unable to do it, and he's like, "Oh, you can't do it." Da, da, da. I'm like, I wanted to slap this bitch, really. She's just so stupid and just cold-hearted, and I'm like, why don't you get off your high horse? Also, from this chapter, we find out the reason why Elizabeth was allowed to go into the trial, Tower of Trials. She has a trial for her as well. So, And basically, she states here, Zanelly, that right now Meliodas' heart is being tested on whether or not he is worthy or deserving of his power. Is returning his power difficult? Not at all. The hard part is what comes after. Basically saying that he has to overcome the scene of Liz dying. That's the whole bit. That he has to somehow overcome it and control his rage. If he can control his rage, he can get the power back. If he can't, it's going to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. And this is this scene with Elizabeth and Zanelly. I'm sorry. It spells, I'm jealous of you, so I'll give you a trial. So yeah, that's what it spells to me. She basically tells her trial is to bring back this flower that hasn't been able to be brought back by use of water and sunlight. And saying that if you can't do this, you cannot follow the journey to the battle ahead. Get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. But Zanelly, she's jelly. She's jealous. It's obvious. I'm telling you guys right now. I know you people are going to say, no, she's not. No, she's not. Yes, she is. Because when she meets Meliodas, what is the first thing she does? She puts his hand on her boobs, and he turns away. Come on, bitch. It's obvious. You're a slut. No. You're just a dumb bitch. I'm sorry, but her attitude this entire chapter and last week's chapter, I wasn't feeling it. I'm sorry. I just find her to be a bitch. But that's her trial, Elizabeth. And logistically, the rest of the chapter, you have Meliodas, his girlfriend Liz. It's just basically his thing with Liz. And then there's this scene that when I first saw it, I was like, yo, it just went from that to that. He hugs Liz. Next page. Boom. She's dead. And then that's when he has a fit of rage and everything gets destroyed. And literally, it's just like a black beam. That's what it is. That's what caused Danafor to be destroyed. You actually see it happen. It's just black beam and gone. And then and then basically he's noticing it. Now he realizes it. So that's it. This is the trial. Damn you, Zanelly. And the next page, we have page 15. So, she says, don't interfere. It's his trial. I'm a stupid, druid bitch. I'm sorry, I just don't like her. You say, if all I needed to do was merely return it would be child's play. But after returning it, he would go berserk again. The entire process would be totally pointless. He has to overcome this. He has to overcome Liz. And here's the thing. Zanelly, I don't like what she said after he couldn't do it. Like, oh, you can't do it, blah, blah, blah. It's pointless. I found it very stupid because after that scene, it just continues and continues and continues and continues. And he says, it's because at very state, I expected you as much. You'll never be able to control your rage. You'll just keep going on to this psychotic rages and send everything into oblivion. It's best if we stop this now. If you keep this up at this rate, your spirit will perish. And Elizabeth's there, and she consoles him, saying that after all, you have always been there, putting your life on line fighting for us. And that gives him the ability to come back. And then after she says that, she's like, concentrate on your trial. Like I said, Zanelly, you're jealous. You're jealous that Elizabeth is able to do this and help Meliodas, and you're just standing there like a dumb bitch doing nothing. I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel. It just seemed... but logistically, that's what happens. Somebody back there, he says, and basically Elizabeth gives Meliodas the push he needs to go back. And even Zanelly says, it's too much for you. You know, Zanelly, personally, I think a little word of encouragement could help, but you're not doing that. I'll become, he basically said, I'll become strong. So, pretty much, that's where it goes down in this chapter. Now, he has to go through it again and go through the same trial and obviously overcome this. And he most likely will because of Elizabeth, which is kind of funny. Liz, Elizabeth, play on words here. And I mean, this is what he has to do. I mean, there's no question for Meliodas, because in order to get his power back, he's going to have to do this. They need this power. There's no question. They need this power to go up against the Ten Commandments. They get this power. If he gets this power, he'll be able to go against them. They can get Diane back, and things will be back. But I just listen. Rating wise, 4.5 out of 5. I'm sorry if I'm hating on Zanelly, but I just feel like she's just a stuck-up bitch, and that she's just jealous of Elizabeth and everything else. I don't like the way she acts. And I understand, yeah, she's the person who's in charge of the trial for Meliodas. Okay, fine. But I just feel like her attitude is not welcomed. Not welcomed at all. You're just stupid. And I think last week's chapter proved when she put his hand on her boobs, and then he turned away, and then she was like, oh. Well, guess what? That's the way it goes, bitch. But yeah, that's pretty much what happens. Overall, like I said, good. This is pretty much going to be like, once he's gotten through this, and he gets his power. I'm not going to say it's GG, good game. Like he's going to be able to. I don't think he's going to be able to beat them all. But he's definitely going to be able to defeat Gargon. The other guy that was there, maybe we have to wait and see. But he should be able to beat at least one or two of the Ten Commandments. It's very, very difficult to gauge, like specifically, how, but we'll see. We'll see. Who knows? You never know. But until then, Bonkai 922. I apologize if I'm shitting on Zanelly, but her attitude is just not welcomed at all. I'm sorry, not welcomed. No, stuck up bitch. Come on, she's a stuck up bitch. What she's been acting. If you saw last week's chapter, come on. That's what I got for you guys. Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. That was insane. I'll see you guys later.